You know what? I really didn't want to make this video, but I kind of feel that I have to because Nintendo is doing a lot of questionable things that I just don't agree with. And one thing is um their content creator system or their content creator program. If you didn't know about that, basically Nintendo is preventing anyone from uploading videos and monetizing those videos with their content in it. Now, I just think this here is bad for an industry that's trying to grow, especially if I don't know where I was going with that, but basically I think it's bad for people wanting to make content, put it on YouTube and share it with friends or just people around the world. Anybody who wants to be a content creator for the most part. Basically, if you want to monetize a video, make money from the video that you're recording and post it on YouTube so you can make money off the video, Nintendo is saying, no, we don't want you to do that. However, if you do want to put our videos or put gameplay of our videos on your YouTube channel and make money off the YouTube channel, then you have to verify your YouTube channel through us. We'll go through it, make sure that your channel is, I guess, age appropriate and stuff like that. That then they will give you the rights to monetize the videos. Of course, only after they take their cut from your videos. Now, I'm trying to see if I can figure out how this is because there's a list of games that they have that you can play. On that list of games, you cannot play anything that's pretty much first party Nintendo. Thankfully, this doesn't apply to Pokemon, I believe, because Pokemon is third party, no matter what other people say. Pokemon is not a first party Nintendo IP. They just acquired the rights to it and they exclusively distribute products related to Pokemon. But Pokemon is third party. Where is the link here? I had it up like I want to say last month, and I didn't really care too much about it because I was like, maybe this won't affect me in such a negative way, and of course it does. So I figure I'll talk about it and give my own opinions on it. But this is why we got Google. It'd be best just to have this up, but let's see. But basically, if the game that you want to stream falls under the list, then you can't play it and monetize it. You can play it and upload it, but you can't monetize the video. Basically, this is any Mario game, anything that has to do with Mario and shows its music. Um, I believe it even goes as far as to actual images. Like if there's a Mario stage in the video, it'll give you a content ID flag. But basically, they have a list of supported games. And here's the list. For US release titles, we've got Game & Wario, New Super Luigi U, New Super Mario Bros. U, Nintendo Land, Wii Fit, Super Mario 3D Land, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, HD. That's out. I should probably get it, but it's not gonna matter 'cause I can't play it. Um, Donkey Kong, Tropical Freeze, Pikmin 3, Mario Kart 8, which is also bad because I really want to play that for you guys too. Um, Wii U downloadable content is Dr. Luigi, Wii Sports Club, Wii Street U, powered by Google, Wii U Panorama View, Animal Crossing Plaza, Nintendo or NES Remix. For the 3DS is New Super Mario, basically every Mario game. Star Fox, Still Divers. So pretty much, yeah, the list just goes on and on. Basically, you can't play any first-party Nintendo game. You can't play, um, what's the other one here? You can't even do Swap Note. So basically, anything first-party Nintendo, you can't monetize. Good thing is Pokemon isn't on this list, and that's going to be a lot of what I'm going to be playing. It's unfortunate because Star Fox is on the list too, but that's a first party Nintendo IP. So if I wanted to stream the new Star Fox game, which I do plan on, then I can't. Um, I would have, and I can't monetize it unless I go through their content creator program. I just might sign up for the rights anyway. But the list here goes down to Nintendo 64. It goes down to Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it's it's a huge list. Thankfully, Pokemon is not on it, and that's not going to really affect my Pokemon content. I hope it doesn't in the future. But the reason I'm making this video is because on my latest Super Smash Brothers video that I uploaded, I got a copyright notice for content in the video. Now, the content in the video is music, and it's saying that my copyright notice came from a sound recording administered by Nintendo for the songs New Super Mario Bros. 2 and New Super Mario Bros. 2 with in parentheses 3. So basically, if I'm going to be playing Super Smash Brothers, I have to mute the music on every stage that is related to a first party Nintendo game. I can leave all the Pokemon music on. I can leave all the Sonic music on, maybe. But anything else that's first party Nintendo here, I have to mute. Now, I don't know how this is going to affect my gameplay because I don't know if I can show stages. So far, it's the music, but I don't know if it's giving me a copyright notice for stages as well. Here's just saying audio. So, in my next playthrough, if I just don't completely mute all the music, I'm just going to be muting all the music from every stage that's first party Nintendo. So, that's pretty much going to be like every single stage in the game, or I'm going to have to go back and put in all stages musics from other stages. So if you ever hear the same music on every stage, that's probably the reason why. I just might play the safe route and just mute all music and just have sound effects, which is what I don't want to do. But this here is what I feel is kind of dangerous to the gaming community um, as well, because the gaming community isn't the same way it was. Imagine 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, Nintendo said you can't have anybody over your house while you play any of our games. That's pretty much what this is doing. They're basically saying you can't play the game that you bought and share that same game with other people. That if other people, that if you want to play the game, nobody else but you in a room has to be in there because they didn't buy the game. Now that's just not fair to say because I spent $60 for the game. I want to play the game, and the way the internet is going, people are going to stream the games. You know, I didn't spend $160 on my Elgato HD 60 just to not be able to monetize my videos. That's the purpose that I'm doing it for. I'm playing the game. I'm taking the time to learn the game. I bought your hardware. I am taking the time to commentate the game, taking time out of my schedule to play your game and share it with others. I should be able to monetize it and keep 100% of the money, just like you're keeping 100% of the $250 I spent on my Wii U, and you're keeping 100% of the $60 that I spent for the game. It's not fair for them to be like, well, you bought our game, but you didn't really buy it. We're just giving you the rights to play it. And that's pretty much what they're doing. Like if you ever look in the instruction manual, pretty much on any game that you buy or any content that you buy, CDs, DVDs, or whatever, it pretty much says you pretty much just bought the license to be able to use this product, and at any time they can revoke that license from you. That's never once happened to anybody, not that I can think of, but we don't own any of the stuff that we buy. And I feel this is dangerous, especially for the gaming community, because we have a lot of gaming companies. Let's say, for example, this does become a very big thing and it's very successful for Nintendo, and they make a lot of money just through their creator content program. What's to stop, say, Ubisoft from doing this? What's to stop Activision from doing this? What's to stop Naughty Dog from doing this? Or just any of these other game um, developers out there from saying, hey, if you want to stream Call of Duty, then you have to give us 60% of royalties. What are you going to do? Tell them no? If you tell them no, you can't monetize the videos, which is the reason you're doing this on YouTube, is so you can make money through making your videos. I really want this to fail, but Nintendo is, they're just not really thinking straight when it comes to a lot of stuff. Rather than treating the gaming community like an actual community of people who want to get together and share their content with others, it seems like they're treating us like the enemy. Maybe enemy is not the right word to use here, but I do feel that what they're doing is very hostile to the gaming movement, and it can cripple it. I'm still going to play Nintendo games. That's just the way it's going to be. Just like I'm going to play PlayStation games, whatever. I'm a gamer. I love gaming. But the one thing I'd love more is showing my content with other people. Because especially in a competitive game like Super Smash Bros. And Pokemon, a lot of people can watch those videos and learn from the mistakes that I make. I can even go back and watch my videos and learn from the mistakes that I make. But if I'm just having to keep all of this to myself, then what's the point in even releasing the game anyway? That's how the community gets better at the game. Imagine if, for example, the developers of Tekken, Namco Bandai, said, we don't want anybody to stream any of our Tekken content. We don't want any Tekken content released on the internet. None of that stuff. So how are people going to share things like tech and what's the best combo to do at what part of the stage you're on and all this other stuff? We won't be able to share that information. So then you pretty much just create this group of people who have to be able to go somewhere to play the games at the higher level that they want to play in, and it just alienates all the players. Imagine making a fighting game now and not having online play on it. That is pretty much the death of a fighting game right there, and that's the way I feel that Nintendo is going to do. I feel they're going to kill their brands by making all of these extra strict rules. So if I want to get my channel verified, I'm going to have to pretty much change everything I do. I don't know if I will be able to swear on any of the videos that I put up, because you know how Nintendo is. So this means I would pretty much have to completely remake an entirely new channel to do that. And since my channel is still new and this doesn't affect me as hard as, say, what's another popular YouTuber? Let's use Markiplier as an example. Let's say he had, contracts with other people who are paying him to make videos. That means if Nintendo wanted to monetize his channel to play the Nintendo videos, he would either have to cancel his contract with those other developers so he can monetize Nintendo videos, or just not do it at all. Nintendo pretty much says on that regard is pretty much make a whole new channel if you want to play Nintendo games. That's what they say. And that's wrong. If somebody wants to make a video playing a Nintendo game, they should be allowed to. There should be no extra anything attached to anything. Basically saying, if you want to play our games, you have to do this. You can't do this. You can't do that, because then I don't know. I just don't like it. And the latest one on my Super Smash Brothers video is annoying because my first video didn't get hit with a content ID claim, and it's only because of the music from a Mario game. So I'm just letting you guys know, this is a fair warning, that if in my next set of Smash videos that I don't have music in it, this is the reason why, is that I'm trying to avoid content ID issues. And I don't want that to be a problem, because for my channel, considering it's small right now, my entire channel could get suspended if I decided I wanted to fight that. And I don't think it's worth the whole thing of fighting it. So it'll probably just be best to remove the music. I know it'll be unfortunate, but I think that's what I'm going to have to do for now. I might make one more video with all the music intact just to see if this here is just a fluke or whatever. But Nintendo needs to let up on their content ID issues. This here is the same thing that almost happened to the whole streaming community of Nintendo games. Nintendo wanted to shut all that down where you couldn't even stream on a Nintendo game. Like, I think if Nintendo doesn't want to kill their brand, then they need to stop telling the gamers what to do. That's pretty much how I feel about that. So I guess that's just going to be the end of this video. I just kind of wanted to tell you that. If you guys got any ideas or just basically how you feel about this, just be sure to let me know. Because I think the more Nintendo hears about this, then maybe, we as gamers, or just we, not even as gamers, but as customers, could tell Nintendo what you're doing is stupid and you need to stop. Because I can always go to PlayStation. I got my PlayStation 4 sitting right next to my Wii. I can record PlayStation games, and I've got a ton of PlayStation games. I will have no problem cutting Nintendo out of the mix if they want to be like babies. So this is Phoenix 3, and I'm out.